Yo, what's going on? Suresh May, founder of Wealth Weekly here. And what's happening? It's 2019, day one of 2019, January 1st. Man, we locked in. We ready to roll. I hope you have some exciting things planned this year. Man, I haven't gone live in a long time from this page. It's probably been about 4 months. But this year, as you will see, as I share my goals with you here in a moment, I'm dedicated and committed to going live every single day, man, and delivering valuable content, valuable information, specifically on how you can package and sell your knowledge or your passion into an online course that pays you tens of thousands of dollars or more per month. All right. So, man, let's get right into it, man. So, again, Happy New Year. This year, I'm locked in and focused on service and relationships, man. That is a theme for my 2019, being of service and developing deep, meaningful relationships with people, right? Now, so, because I understand that my success comes from me actually being of service and giving first. And my big goal for this year is actually to help over 2,000 students with my course Riches training program, so you can package and sell your knowledge and expertise into an online course. All right. So I just wrote my 30-day goals right here. It's for January 1st to January 31st, and I'd like to share them with you at a high level. If you do not have a 30-day goal sheet, I'll actually post the link so you can like download it or something and use it, man, after we get the updated version of this. This is one I've been using since like 2012, I think. Yeah, since 2012. So it needs a little editing on that bad boy. All right. So anyway, my number one goal this month is to help 40 students by enrolling them in the course Riches. And if you watch me right now, what's that? I see we got an audience. Talk to me in the comments, man. And I may not be able to see it. I didn't see everybody's comments earlier, but leave a comment. I'll see it after we publish the video, and I'll holler at you. Talk to me. And if I haven't seen you in a while, if I haven't spoken to you in a while, what's happening? Glad that you're back. Happy 2019. Happy New Year to you. So help 40 new students by enrolling them in the course Riches, right? Man, so that's a big goal because it really sets the tone for my month, because we're going to scale up to 2,000 for the year. But this first month, I want to do 40 or more, 40 being the minimum, to help people package and sell their knowledge and expertise into an online course. So, man, whatever you know, whatever skills you have, whatever experience you have, whatever you're passionate about teaching, or you know that you have some information that other people want to buy, man, I am committed and dedicated for my business, and definitely for the next, few years and beyond. This is going to be one of my, this is a purpose product for me, and purpose type business for me. This isn't just like something I'm doing that I'm going to abandon. Like, I'm locked in and I'm being of service, and I understand this is going to be some of the most important work that I create in my life. So I'm really serious about this, right? So if that's something that you're interested in, comment below, and I'll invite you to the workshop. My second goal this month is to actually go live from the Wealth Weekly fan page every single day. So last year, what up? I see people rolling in. What's happening? We got a nice little audience. Holler at me in the comments. I can't see the comments right now, but I will. If you comment, you say something, Happy New Year. What up, Suresh? Been a long time, whatever. I'll lock in and holler at you in a second when I get finished with the video, all right? So going live every day. So last year, 2018, I went live from like January 3rd to sometime in September. So it was like 9 months cranking every single day, putting out some amazing content. Learned a lot about what kind of content people are interested in, how I should structure the content. And it was an amazing journey. It was an amazing ride. I stopped, had a lot of personal stuff going on, had to restructure business, get focused, and just make the main thing, and just transform into the best version of myself, man. And I'm on that journey and fully locked in and committed. But we're going live. We're doing it live, right? So after I finish this video, I'm going to publish it to YouTube, and I'm going to create a SOP, a standard operating procedure, so I can hand it off to my VA, so she can take over the process of publishing. But I'll do it myself for the next couple of days, so I make sure I got the kinks out and I got full documentation so I can hand it off. And that's a major key. That's a big nugget right there, right? How to start to create systems and operations in your business. Yeah, so I want to do that. And then after this, which goes into my third thing, is to tell powerful stories and email my email list 2 times a day at a minimum, right? And this was inspired by my mentor and friend, Ty Cohen. He made a post, man, in another mastermind group I'm in, just talking about how he added like $1.5 million in revenue to his business last year just by mailing his list more, right? A lot of people have misconceptions around how frequent you should mail the list, or people gonna unsubscribe. That's totally cool. If somebody unsubscribe, you don't want them anyway. It costs you money, and they don't want the information, so it's cool. It's not a big deal. But mailing his list more, putting more offers in front of people, it helped him make an extra $1.5 million. So, him being a multimillionaire and being a good friend of mine, it would behoove me to listen and follow suit. So I'm going to mail my list every day. So after I do these live videos, I'm going to get a live schedule. I'm going to test out different times. So I'm not going to do it at the same time every single day, because I'm going to test out and see what works, what doesn't, what times we get the most people on, what times we get the most kind of response. And then, as I learn and acquire that data, I'll kind of like set some more times in stone. But, very likely for the better part of this month, I'll probably go live at 10 a.m. just to kind of test that out at first, publish to YouTube, and then I'll send my first email out to my list, with the goal being by 11. Now I have to account for how long the video takes. Even right now, at the time of this video, is 10:36 a.m. January 1st. And I went live into our private client group first. So I'm running, I'm on track to doing what I want to do, but I didn't do this one at 10, right? So anyway, right after Tony G, what's up, man? I saw you just put a heart on. I can't see who watching, but I did see my man Tony G heart pop up. So that's my brother. I love you, man. Happy New Year. So going live every day, and really is going to be focused around helping people package and sell their knowledge into an online course. So the information is going to be very catered to helping you with that skill, man. I'm so excited about my new program, Course Riches. Man, it's some of the best work I've ever done. It's amazing. The design is beautiful. The content is incredible. And it's a step-by-step documented process to help you get results, which goes into my fourth goal for January, the first 30 days of the month, 31 days of the month, is to complete the new Course Riches members area, design and record, publish all the training content. Man, it's so amazing. It's super simple. Man, one of the things I do is I try to listen to my customers and listen to my clients and improve, based upon that. I'm very coachable. And I don't think you can be a coach and, be of service and help other people and not remain coachable. It comes from my sports background. I was talking to a client, Bonmana, the other day on our private line, and she gave me some feedback. And I could tell at first she was kind of apprehensive about getting it, or she didn't feel like I was open to it before she said it. But I was like, no, yeah, tell me, and she made a suggestion and it made sense. And I did the video over, right? Like I said, I recorded the whole video over the way she said I should do it. And she was super surprised and kind of taken aback by that. And she was like, we need more leaders like you. And I'm like, I didn't know that people don't do that. If someone smart tells me to do something, I'm going to follow the directions. Like, it's simple as that for me. I don't have any ego around any of this stuff. If you give me a suggestion that's going to help me be better, which is going to help me impact the world in a deeper and more meaningful and more powerful way, like, I'm going to do it. So, I don't really care who gets us there as long as we get there, right? Whose idea it is does not matter to me. As long as it's for the people and it helps us get to the destination, I'm good with it. I'm going to follow directions. Following the directions is a very powerful thing, ladies and gentlemen. So creating, man, one of the things that we did with the program, so last year the program was called Client Riches, and I decided to change it to Course Riches because, one, it was two primary things. One, talking to my clients from last year and seeing what they wanted to do, 90% of them actually wanted to create an online course. And so then I was kind of thinking, okay, listen to the market. 90% of them want to create an online course. They joined Client Riches for that specific reason. So it would behoove me to listen to the market and make the adjustment. The second thing, and this is kind of aligned with the mission for Wealth Weekly, the mission has changed. If you've been following along, you've seen the mission change over time. But now the mission for the company is to help entrepreneurs surpass $1 million per year and create generational wealth by selling their knowledge online. Very simple, very powerful mission. And that's driving everything that I do now. And so in addition to my clients wanting to create online courses and me deciding to focus there, it was also one of the questions that I had to ask myself, and I wrote them down. Let me pull them up real quick. There's two questions. They're very powerful. And so I want to explain these to you real quick. Okay, cool. Here go the questions that I asked myself that made me decide to, one, change the program to Course Riches in addition to just like listening to the market demand. So one, if people come to me with little to no money, how can I help transform that person's life as quickly as possible? All right, that's the first question I had to ask myself. The second one is, how can I have the biggest impact on someone's financial life in the shortest time possible? Okay. So those two very powerful questions made me decide to focus on online course creation, change the name of the program, go through an entire rebrand, and restructure all of the content. So with my mission, right, I'm very clear on my purpose in life and why I'm here. I just got that like 100% clarity over the last like 4.5 months or so. I'm here, but let me back up. My life journey has been what it's been thus far because I've been put here to learn how to create something out of nothing, right? I'm very, very clear there. And me starting out poor and having to figure all of this stuff out from that perspective, so I can speak from a very authentic place, right? It's not like, oh, I heard about how you can do this. It's I actually lived through this and had to walk this journey. I have a unique set of skills that I can literally take anyone off the street. If they have some ambition, some desire, and they can read and they want to execute, I can help that person make money and build a business out of thin air. Literally, you can start with no resources, no assets, no anything, and I can help you do that because that's something that I've had to do in my life. And I understand that journey is so I can teach from that place and from a very authentic place because I'm put here to serve, millions, hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of people in that capacity. And that's a process that I had to go through, right? So with that, I also have a core belief, and that's that everyone knows something that someone else is willing to pay for, right? No matter how young you are, no matter how old you are, no matter how you may feel you're inexperienced, right? If you've taken one step on a journey and another person has not taken any, you have a lot that you can teach that person, right? And just the act of teaching is going to make you become even better at whatever the thing is you're doing. So we all have unique experiences, unique things that we've done in life, unique things that we've gotten results from, unique things that we failed in that we can help somebody else avoid those failures, right? And so wherever you are in the world, everyone has that, and that's a very valuable asset. And so I'm committed to helping you package that information and knowledge into an online course, that you can turn into a 6 or 7 figure business if you're really about that life, right? If you really want to make millions. So it's something that you can do, right? And so that's my mission. That's my passion. I'm very, very clear on it, and I know why I'm here, all right? So where am I? Number 5, read 2 new books a month. So I'm really excited about this one. So I read a lot. Like I'm on a computer most of the time, researching, reading, studying, implementing, applying things. But I got out of the habit last year of reading for pleasure, right? Read a lot of business stuff, consume a lot of business related information. But I got out of the habit last year reading for pleasure. So what I'm going to do this year, and this doesn't mean like, and I may listen to audiobooks and stuff too, but I actually prefer like to have books, especially if it's a business book, so I can actually like take notes and write the stuff down and implement it and kind of ponder on it. It's just a different experience for me than listening to an audiobook. So I just kind of like to have a book in my hand and read and sit and chill. But so book number 1 this month. So I'm committed to reading 1 fiction and 1 business book a month. All right. 1 fiction, 1 business book a month. And so this month's book would be, the first one is Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. If you haven't or read any of her books, man, she is incredible. You're going to absolutely love it. I haven't read this one yet, but my sister, shout out to Jasmine, she put me on some amazing books by her a few years back, man. I was just blown away by her skill with writing. So this is going to be the fiction book, so I got to start reading this today. And I'm going to read 30 pages a day. So, I'll be done sooner than 2 weeks. But I'm giving myself 2 weeks, especially for the business books, because I typically highlight, think about things, and then go do it. And so it usually takes me a long time to get through a business book because I actually apply what I'm learning as I'm reading. All right. So that's the fiction book. Then the business book is actually Work the System. One second. The business book is Work the System by Sam Carpenter. So this is a book I read last year, and it's had a profound impact on my business. And I actually did like a whole live video on this book. But this book is really just all about creating systems and processes and documentation in your business. If you want to really build a business, especially past the 7-figure mark, you got to have systems and processes in place, man. You can get to 6, you can even get to 7 doing a lot of stuff yourself. I don't recommend it, but you could. But this is about documenting everything that you do in your business, whether it's on the team side or the client side, so you can outsource and train and hire other people, which allows you to make more money and do a lot less work, right? Because you documented the process. And then, you can have somebody that's brand new, inexperienced, whatever, do the work. Why? Because you have step-by-step documentation, and you don't need someone that's like brilliant to get it right, because you took your brilliance and you documented step-by-step. So I'm going to reread this book, because that's going to be a big deal for me this year, especially moving forward with restructuring the business, renaming it, and really just doing everything over, man. And it feels so beautiful and so aligned. So I'm really excited about it. So this will be the second book that I read this month. Number 6, this is a personal goal. So drop 4% body fat. That's 1% a week. Drop 1% of body fat a week. And so to do that, I have to eat clean every day, stretch 2-3 times a day, and work out 5 to 6 days a week, depending on what my trainer puts on the list. So shout out to my guy, Glenn Dawson. He's amazing. He's a great guy and even better person. So I'm training for a physique competition April 13th. That's Saturday, April 13th, and I'm winning that bad boy. So I've been training for it the last 2 years, and what I learned, I should have learned the lesson the first time. I started as I was getting leaner and getting stronger. I love playing basketball. I started playing basketball again, but basketball punished my knees the last 2 times, and I totally just like let it go. Like, all right, man, we're gonna reset after the knee heal up. Stop working out, stop eating right. So we're not doing that this year. I'm gonna stay on the bike. I'm gonna run until after the competition. After the competition, I can start hooping again and doing that for cardio. But I will not do basketball for cardio until I complete this competition, and I want to get first place. I am going to win a competition. I'm committed. And so typically what I learned from Glenn, you can drop 1% of body fat a week in a very healthy, natural way. So that's my goal, drop 4% body fat. And I did my measurements this morning. On my scale said like 21. On the handheld Omron thing, it said 18. So I don't know what the number is, but it's too high. But I got about 14 weeks for the competition, so I got more than enough time to get to where I need to go. Number 7, this is a big one. And I kind of put these in an order, not necessarily of importance, but I put the money one last for a reason. But number 7 is so simple, but it's very difficult. This is probably going to be the most difficult one to accomplish. And that's keeping the commitment to myself, sticking to my morning routine and my plan every single day, day in and day out. If you're anything like me, if you're anything like, 100% of the rest of the population, most of us, whether you consistently fail at this or you fail most of the time, but most people, we do not do a great job of, 1, making a goal, and then 2, keeping our word to ourselves and following through on that goal to completion, right? So you may, set a goal to lose weight, to start a business, to wake up at the same time every day, go to sleep at the same time every day. Like, that's discipline, right? It takes discipline to say, hey, I'm gonna get into bed 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I'm gonna be up at 5:30. That right there, making that declaration, and 2, sticking to that thing are 2 very different things, right? And so just my goal is just simple. The commitments that I've made to myself, stick to it every single day, right? So wake up at 5:30 in the morning. So like last night was New Year's Eve. And I stayed up a lot later than I wanted to because it was New Year's. So I stayed up until 1 o'clock, but I still got up at 5:30. I wasn't like drinking and all crazy because I knew I had a goal to get up at 5:30. And if I drank too much and kicked it too much, that was going to negatively impact that goal. So, I excused myself from, I was kind of like, got with some of my neighbors, excused myself, and went to bed, right? But this is all about keeping that commitment, waking up at 5:30, going through my meditation, going through my prayer exercise, stretching, writing down what's revealed to me in meditation, stretching, going to the gym. Like, that's the routine. And then we get into our work block, right? And a sidebar to number 7 is protecting my work block. The block of time that I'm going to work and execute, do not allow myself to interrupt myself, which is big. Don't get in my own way, and don't allow other people to impact that either, right? So number 8, and my last goal, and this is an important goal, but it's the least important on this list, is to make $100,000 in revenue with this business. So I understand that money is a byproduct of doing everything else that I listed that precedes this well, right? Being committed to myself, being my word, executing on all these other things, and the money will come. We need resources. We need money to help our families, to show up bigger in the world. to do more, to have a bigger impact. But if I lead with service, if I take care of people, if I execute the things that I put down on my list, the money is a byproduct of doing those things really well. So I understand the focus is on the people. The focus is on service. The focus is on, being of love and helping people accomplish their goals. And I will be rewarded for doing that, right? So it's the money is least important, man. But we got to get these coins, baby, right? So, man, that's it, man. I would be honored if you've written down any goals for this year, if you've written down goals for this month. If you would comment below and post what they are, I would love to see them. Love to talk to you about them. And if you have commented, I will see it after I do this recording. For some reason, I'm recording this live from Facebook from my my laptop, and I'm not seeing the comments, but I am seeing like your hearts and your reactions pop up. So I really appreciate that. So listen, man, another thing. Yo, it's January 1st. It's in the morning. I appreciate you being here with me live to see me, to listen to me, to hear what I have to say. And I hope that, my voice and my goals have inspired you to, man, set your goals or execute your goals if you set them and really be committed to it. That's the best I can ask for, man. If it's just one of you watching me right now, again, thank you for spending your time with me this morning. I really appreciate that. Some of y'all have been on like the whole, I'm on about almost a little shy of 22 minutes right now. Thank you. That really means a lot, to get on and to publish something and to have somebody watch it. And it's a powerful thing, man. So thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm locked in. I'm here to serve. You got a question? Ask it in the comments. Man, I'm almost ready to drop this. And I'll post a link a little later because we setting up the automated class that we're doing for Course Riches. And it's how to turn your passion and expertise into an online course that pays you $10,000 or more per month on autopilot. We've been running that live, but I'm gonna set up the automated webinar link here real soon, and I'll double back and post that in the comments. So I ain't gonna shout out a URL right now because we still changing things around. But if you got a question, holler at me, talk to me, man. Y'all know I'm accessible. Hit me up. I love to respond to as many people as possible. And again, post your goals. I would love to see what you are embarking upon this year and the kind of transformation that you're going to have in your life, and that's going to take place just as a result of you committing to your word and doing what you said you was going to do. All right. So peace. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Take it easy.